Hey everybody, welcome to Face the Music. Look, if you're not a subscriber, do me a quick favor, will you? Reach over, hit that subscribe button, join this big family. Let's keep all this great music alive together. Also, set up your notifications so whenever I drop a new episode, like I will today, you'll be among the first to find out, okay? So, now before we get started, I have a few things I want to say about last episode that I did featuring a band that at the time I had no clue about by the name of Nightwish. Now, in the song was High Hopes, and I was corrected a few times. Not a problem. I really appreciate you guys letting me know. I think in that video I referred to it as a cover of Pink Floyd's High Hopes. However, I was told on many fronts that was not a cover, that was a tribute. And I do understand the difference, okay, between a cover song and a tribute song. So, so I really do appreciate that. And so let me just say, first of all, with the very foremost, thank you very much to all of you new subscribers who've joined the channel, especially since that episode. As always, of course, thank you to all of you who've stayed with the channel, been on the channel for a while, many of you from the very, very beginning. Want to make sure I don't forget you guys and leave you out. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you staying with the channel and your loyalty. But thank you to those of you who are new subscribers, and also thank you to all of you who took the time to comment on that particular episode. A lot of fantastic comments, and I want you guys to know, first of all, and hopefully that everyone that commented, hopefully you all are watching this episode. I take the time to read each and every single comment, okay? I like every comment that I possibly can, but I don't just like them. I also want to read them, okay? I don't just hit the like button. I want to read through. You guys gave me a ton of information about the band and about, how, my perception of the band. In some cases, as far as who the lead singer was, whether it was a cover or a tribute song, all that stuff was incorrect. I really appreciate that. Don't take offense to it, because what I can learn is a great thing, right? So I do appreciate that you guys took the time, and I want to take the time. I don't necessarily always respond to every comment, but I do respond to many of them. And like I said, but I do read each and every one of them, because I think it's very important that that I do so. Because if you take the time to watch my video and you also take the time to comment on the video, I owe it to you to make sure that I respond to you, or at least read what you have to say, and let you know by liking it that I did read it. Because I did read every single one of them. I think as of the recording of this episode, I have about 88 comments in there, maybe more by the time that this actually gets released. And I did respond to some. So first of all, thank you very much for giving me some more information about the band, and about some things that I was probably incorrect about in my assumption of the band and how it was formed. But I do also want to make a couple of comments to some folks who, and I think legitimately so, some people said, hey, this isn't a first-time reaction. I like first-time reactions. Let me just say, I've addressed this before on just, a couple of occasions. But for those of you who might be wondering, hey, you've already seen the video, or you've already seen this or that, you're reacting to it, but that's not really a first-time reaction. No, in most cases it's not, and I don't ever bill myself unless I literally have not seen a video for the first time, which today's video I have not seen, like literally at all. So this will be a literal first-time reaction. But, unless I tell you it's a first-time reaction, most of the time it's not. But I look at it from a couple of different angles. Number one, a lot of first-time reaction channels, I don't believe that a lot of times these people are being genuine. I don't believe it's really a first-time reaction. Sometimes that's obvious that it's not, sometimes it's not. But it's really difficult to imagine that a lot of these folks have never heard a lot of this music for the first time. Whether they have, whether they haven't, again, my personal opinion, could be wrong on that, but I believe in some cases that's the truth. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, I don't like it when the song keeps getting stopped and started. I like to play a song from the very beginning to the very end. Somewhere in the middle of the song or somewhere along the way, I might make a couple of comments. Hey, I like the way that he's playing the drums. I like this, I like that. But I don't stop the song. I think I know why they do it. A lot of times I think people think that if they don't stop and start the song a lot, that YouTube won't accept the video. That may or may not be true. I don't know. But I think that a lot of times that's really the case. And I don't like, it kind of ruins a song for me. Just like if you hear a song, sometimes you get right to the good part, boom, they stop it. And they want to give you their personal opinions about the singer, about what they think the lyrics mean. In some cases, they're totally wrong, and you know it, but what can you do? You're watching their channel. So I would rather just play the song from the beginning to the end and not start and stop it and keep giving you my interpretation of things, which in a lot of cases I said is incorrect. Okay, and then number three, think about it like this, okay? So you look at a reaction channel and you will say, okay, I know the song and I want to watch that person react to it. And it's the first time I want to see what they say, what they have to say. In my position, it's a little bit different, okay? I've heard a lot of these songs that I have on my channel many, many, many times. For you guys, sometimes it's the first time, okay? And I have to keep that in mind that a lot of times people say, I haven't heard a lot of this music before. Where can I go to hear this music? So I'm not necessarily reacting to it. I'm kind of more sharing it with you. And so I may not see your reaction, but I've had a lot of comments too from people in the past saying, hey, I looked at your channel, you did a song, you knew the song, I didn't, I thought it was great, I've never heard that song, I want to know more about this artist or about this band, kind of like what's happening now with Nightwish for me. But it's in reverse, where I don't see your reaction, but I know that you are seeing, a lot of folks are seeing things for the first time. So those are like 3 reasons why a lot of times this channel is a lot different than other reaction channels that you may be used to. And if that's your thing, great, fantastic. Love to have you come on board. And if it's not, I understand. No hard feelings. I get it. But that's just the way that I have this thing designed, and hopefully you understand and can respect it. Okay, so no more talking about that. Let's go ahead and get into today's episode. So again, I had a lot of comments about what episode I should look at, what song I should do from Nightwish again. And I thought about just putting, Nightwish off again a little bit further down the road, but I thought, you know what? There's just a lot of folks who just joined the channel, and a lot of this video is just kind of blown up, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to check out a little bit more, something I don't understand all the way fully. Someone said, too bad you don't like metal. It's not that I don't like metal. Metal isn't necessarily my personal favorite genre. When you talk about metal, I mean, I'm more familiar, I guess I could say, with groups like, if you want to say Def Leppard is metal, to an extent, but, like Judas Priest or, Iron Maiden, somewhere along that line. And you have like hair bands, a little bit harder in some cases, Def Leppard, your Bon Jovi's not necessarily metal, I guess. I'd probably go back to like the Judas Priest and Iron Maiden illustration, the example. But, I do understand that it's not necessarily my favorite genre, but I do know that there's a lot of folks out there, especially some of you guys viewing the channel right now, guys and girls, right? Everybody viewing the channel that are big fans of this band and of this type of music. And so not a problem. I am also interested in seeing some of the music that I've probably missed over the years. So I had a lot of people say, hey, you ought to check out this song, that song, this song from Nightwish. And one of the songs was a song called Ghost Love Score, I believe, done at the 2013 Wacken Open Air Festival in Wacken, Germany. So I have not seen this video before. I found the video, and I'm going to, as soon as I, push play, it's going to start the song. Never heard it, don't know anything about it. So this will be a legitimate first-time reaction for all of you who are excited about that. Okay, so no more talking. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This is Nightwish 2013 Wacken Live Air Festival in Germany and Ghost Love Score. I like those pipes there. That's pretty cool. It's different. I've never seen that before. She has got a fantastic voice. You guys are not wrong. She is good. Is this Floor Jansen?
From the deep came to me, sang my name, I love you. Still I write my songs about the dream of mine, worth everything I may ever be. Child will be born again, that siren carried him to me. First of them true loves, sitting on the shoulder of an angel without care for love.
Wow. Great voice. Again, great band. Fantastic. I remember seeing a couple of these guys in the other video, but I don't remember seeing her. This has got such a great vibe, and I think I said before, I read somewhere this is a symphonic band, and I can definitely hear that. Just there's that symphony in the background, just a different sound than what you might expect. Very cool. Here she comes. Wow, it's a lot of people there. is like an event. This isn't just a song. This isn't just a concert. This is an experience. Right here. Great sound. Wow. You guys knew she was going to hit that note. That was tremendous. Woo. Man. Man, look at that drummer. Wow. That's an event right there. And there you have it. Nightwish 2013 at the Wacken Open Air Festival and Ghost Loves Score. Again, very first time I've ever A, heard the song, and B, seen that footage, or any footage of that song, with that band for sure. It was that Floor Jansen. I think those of you who commented and said you got to see the lead singer, it's the guy from last time, Marco. That's not the lead singer. He's a member of the band, or he was at least at the time. But you got to see the actual lead singer. Is that her, Floor Jansen? I tell you, fantastic voice. You heard me say it a few times in there. It's kind of like what I said with Marco. And I don't know if everybody in the band can sing like these two. But they have a mix of a metal sound and an opera sound, and with a symphony added, and with everything, it just creates this big wall of sound. It's just it had to have been an experience to be there. Probably it's an experience any concert you go to with that band. Just absolutely tremendous. For those of you, and I think a few of you at least either mentioned it or recommended that I actually check out that song and that band with that song on this channel. Thank you so much. Great recommendations. So far, I am not disappointed with either Nightwish song that I've heard. Again, metal isn't necessarily my personal genre. It's not that I can't appreciate that. I mean, obviously, I do appreciate that, and you can tell. I think just growing up, I've been more exposed to other genres of music more than metal, but that's not to say that I can't look at something like that, even from an outside perspective, looking in and saying, wow, that is fantastic. So, going to ask you guys, do me a favor. I know that many of you put more comments down in that underneath in the High Hopes video. go ahead and send me more recommendations, okay? More, not only recommendations for songs from Nightwish. I know that a lot of you put a lot of stuff in there that I had stuff to go through and say, okay, let me sift through and let me see, what I can do going forward down the road. But put in more bands, more things, maybe that I'm not that super familiar with, right? I know that there's a lot of you from overseas. So, I'm here in the United States, a lot of you from overseas. So there's other bands that you say, hey, I'm a fan of Nightwish, or maybe this is a great Nightwish song, whatever. Some of you, I think, said, I'm not necessarily even a fan, but this is a great song or some great songs. But if you know of bands, maybe from your area, or from other bands that maybe you don't know that if I'm familiar with them or not, or you think maybe he doesn't know, hey, put those in the comments. Like I said, I read each and every comment that people put in. I try to like them to let you know that I actually am here and checking out the comments, but I also read each and every single one of them. I may not respond personally to every single one, because especially with the last video, there was a lot of comments, and I couldn't even tell, to be honest with you, when I went through, like if I had liked it or not already, because they were coming in so fast. Sometimes YouTube doesn't notify me fast enough that there's a comment before another one pops in, and maybe a few more, and by the time I get around, maybe I haven't even seen some of them. So I try to go through each and every one of them again, just to say, hey, did I read this one? Did I see this one? So anyways, but put those comments in there. Like I said, I read each and every single one of them, because to me, as I said at the outset of this video, if you take the time to watch my episodes and you take the time to comment, I owe it to you, and I will take the time to check out what you have to say, because it's super important. Okay? Again, thank you so much for that recommendation. That's a great song. I'm glad I put it on this channel, and hopefully, I'm going to be doing some more Nightwish going forward in the not too distant future. Okay? So, hope you enjoyed that episode. Again, if you're not a subscriber, go ahead and join the family. Hit subscribe, hit like, hit share. Share this channel with your family and friends. Also, check out down below, there's a hashtag, facethemusicreactions. You click on that, it'll redirect you to another page where you'll find all my previous content. I'm sure you'll find some other stuff in there that you'll enjoy as well. I hope to see you next time right here on Face the Music. Take care.